And I loved your name suggestion, Plum Perfect. The fragrance that I used has notes of sugar plums, fig leaves, sweet orange, lemon zest, blackberries, rhubarb, and candy apple. I went with a really fun, bright, and colorful design, and I chose some pink frosting to go on the top as opposed to my usual white. I think this is so fun and beautiful, and it really inspires me to branch out with different colors or maybe even a swirled soap frosting in the future. I don't know why, but I feel like Christmas is the perfect time for frosted soaps. They just seem so whimsical and fun and perfect for gifting. I went with my new favorite hair swirl tool technique, which is taking all of my colors, swirling them, and then going back and forth across the mold. I did this with a beautiful, deep, rich purple, a pink shade to match the frosting, and then a white. All of it is topped with biodegradable and plant-based glitter. I love when you give me soap suggestions. Someone asked for a peacock soap, which I thought was just such a fun and unique idea. I was so excited to bring it to life. I also loved the name suggestion, Pretty as a Peacock. I feel like that fits this bar perfectly.
Sabe quem que ensina a gente a mentir? A mãe da gente. É dentro de casa que você aprende. Porque um dia eu cheguei em casa com um lápis e uma borracha novos, né? Minha mãe ficou preocupada. Ela pensou, essa criança não tem renda. Comprou isso aonde? Ela falou, onde você arrumou isso? Eu falei, escola deu pra todo mundo. Menina, não gosta de mentira. Mas não é mentira não. Pode ligar lá na escola e perguntar. A escola deu pra todo mundo. Aí ela falou, se você mentiu, eu vou te bater. Nessa hora, uma vizinha chamou ela no
Some of these
portão.
bars
Ela falou,
especially
vai lá e
honestly
fala
look
que eu não
like
tô aqui não.
peacock feathers in my opinion. I love the way that the colors just layer
Eu tava
together
crente que eu
and
tinha
swirled.
entendido a
I think it's
pegadinha na
so
questão.
beautiful.
Já
I
pensei,
topped each
vou te
bar
dar
with a
orgulho
peacock feather
agora.
embed, which I did outsource.
Eu
I
fui
did
lá
not
e
make
falei,
these myself, but I
minha
think
mãe tá
they're
aqui
so
sim,
beautiful
peraí que eu vou
and the perfect
chamar.
finishing touch.
E
I
apanhei.
made a more masculine themed soap yesterday,
Qual a
and I'm
regra?
obsessed with both the
A
design
regra
and
da
the
mãe é
fragrance.
você não pode
I
mentir
described this
pra
bar
mim,
as royal,
mas
and I
pode
decided to
mentir
actually
por
just name
mim.
it royalty. The fragrance, in my opinion, smells exactly like the Black Ice air freshener, which is one of my favorite scents ever. It has fragrance notes of lemon, bergamot, cool mint, lavender, green accord, sandalwood, cedarwood, amber, and musk. I went with a swirled layer on the bottom with a deep navy blue, light blue, and white, and then I separated the layers by a golden pencil line. The top layer is that same navy blue shade in just a solid layer, and I absolutely love the color. I custom blended it myself with my bright blue mixed with my black, and I feel like it's just the perfect navy shade. These bars just look so classy, and in my opinion, royal. I think they are so beautiful, and one of my favorite men's bars that I've ever made. I'm probably keeping one. I tried something new for the top of this bar, which I've never done before, and I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out. I was honestly scared that these little strips of bubble wrap were going to get stuck in the soap because I kind of pushed my purple soap over on top of them. However, it turned out perfectly, exactly like I was hoping, with kind of an overlapped design, and I think it is so fun and beautiful. This is my lavender vanilla soap, which is scented with a blend of my lavender essential oil and my vanilla bean fragrance. It's more of a simple bar, but that top and then the honeycomb texture on the bottom, I feel like just makes it super special and beautiful. I went with a solid pastel purple shade on the bottom, then a golden pencil line, and a cream shade for the top. I also just want to take a moment to talk about how straight these layers are on every single bar. For someone who used to never be able to do layers, I am so proud of how straight they are. I loved your name suggestion, Lavender Cream, and I hope you love this bar as much as I do. I try to make your soap suggestions as much as possible, and I got a comment that asked me to make a red and green peppermint themed bar. So far this season, I've done a red peppermint with red and white, a pink peppermint with pink and white, and a black peppermint with black and white. I loved the idea of mixing these two colors together, and I had the perfect peppermint candy embeds for the top. I scented this bar with pure peppermint essential oil because, in my opinion, nothing is more crisp and fresh and true. It is just the ultimate peppermint scent. Not only does it smell the best, but it's also all natural, and I love to do that when and where I can. I tried one of my favorite newer soap pours, which is taking all the colors and pouring it on one side of the mold over and over again on top of each other. It gives me this kind of stripy, layered effect, which I feel like is perfect for the peppermint theme. I thought the name suggestion, Mint to be Merry, was absolutely perfect for this bar. Thank you. I've never made a purple-themed Christmas tree soap before. I've done pink, I've done your traditional green, so I really wanted to try this out. I scented it in a berry Christmas tree fragrance that has notes of blackberry, pine, lime, cardamom, pepper, and scotch pine. I loved your name suggestion, Bury Me in the Snow. I thought this was so cute and perfect for this winter and Christmas themed bar. I was originally thinking Christmas tree soap, but it would definitely work as just a purple tree soap for the whole winter season, so I think it's really cute. I made sparkly tree embeds for the inside of my bars as well as the little ones on the top, and I love how sparkly and glittery they are. For the inside of the bar, I swirled together a white, a pastel purple, a middle kind of sparkly purple, and then a deep dark shade. I swirled them around the embed with the hanger swirl tool, so I don't think they got lost really or muddled by the colors, and I think the swirls are beautiful. If you missed my story time from the making video of this soap, you might not understand the name, but I loved your suggestion, stay minty, not salty. Basically, I made this peppermint and vanilla soap with a hanger swirl tool technique simply because someone was super rude and told me I needed to stop using it. Long story short, she told me I should get over myself, that I can't take constructive criticism, I should stop making videos altogether, and I'm a waste of her time. All because she doesn't like my hanger swirl tool, and I told her I would not stop using it simply for the fact that she does not like it. I honestly just wanted to say thank you for the overwhelming love and support that I got on that video of you guys pretty much telling me that she was whack, and honestly, your comments were hilarious. I don't even remember the last time I even touched on a hate comment. I try to ignore like 99% of them, but it was just so funny that I had to share it with you. The stay minty, not salty name was the best idea ever. I saw this comment that asked me to make a masculine scented soap with an exfoliant, and I absolutely loved this idea. I use a fragrance that's called Shave and a Haircut, but in my opinion, it smells exactly like those black ice fragrance trees for your car. Like, in the best way possible. I absolutely love this scent. It is one of my favorite masculine scents I have ever smelled. There are fragrance notes of lemon, bergamot, cooling mint, lavender, green accord, sandalwood, cedarwood, amber, and musk. I made this kind of a dually exfoliating bar because the first layer is naturally colored with activated charcoal, which is not scrubby, but it works like a gentle exfoliant. The second layer is white, and I added poppy seeds to it to actually give it that scrubby feel so you feel like it's an exfoliating bar. For the top, I added a little drizzle of black just to give it more of a fun design and to match the layer on the bottom. This soap was my first time trying a clear and sparkly snowflake embed inside of my soap. I wanted to go with lighter colors because I thought a darker color would kind of drown out that clear embed, and I really wanted it to pop and kind of shine. That's why I chose this pastel sparkly theme for this bar, and I scented it with a fragrance that's a rendition of the strawberry snowflake scent from Bath & Body Works. It has notes of juicy strawberry, iced bergamot, orange mandarin, winter jasmine, snowdrops, blonde woods, golden amber, and white musk. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but all of these colors are sparkly. I started with a light pink, and then I swirled in my kind of pastel purple and more of a berry shade. I used a no-stir pour, and I love how so many of these bars look like they have hearts. I definitely love these clear snowflake embeds, and I plan to do more clear embeds in the future. I tried to make a fall and autumn inspired berry soap yesterday, and I think this is one of the most rich, gorgeous fall-themed bars I have ever made. I custom blended my own colors for this bar with kind of a deep red and then more of a maroon burgundy shade, and I topped each bar with one blackberry and one raspberry soap embed. I used a fragrance called Moonberry Glaze that has notes of wild blackberry, raspberry, bay leaf, black currant, sweet pear, golden apricot, warm amber, and vanilla blossom. I can't even express to you guys how much of a perfect fall soap I think this is. I just think it is so beautiful, and it smells even better. I went with a no-stir pour with this kind of off-white cream shade, and then that deeper red and the deep burgundy. I'm extra proud of myself for custom blending these. They turned out exactly how I wanted. I absolutely loved your name suggestion, Moonberry Harvest. I couldn't find the exact comment, someone asked me to make a snowman themed soap for them and their daughter, and I thought that was such a cute idea. I loved your name suggestion, Snow Much Fun, and I scented this bar with notes of cool mint, elderberry, blackberry, oak moss, peppercorn, nutmeg, and clove. I went for more of a minty Christmas theme. I don't know why, but I feel like this just fits the snowman theme super well, and I love the colors. I went with a solid minty shade on the bottom, then a golden pencil line, just so that they wouldn't kind of blend together because I used the same mint shade on the top swirled with a white. I also added a drizzle of that same shade on the top, which I feel like just really made it pop and made it extra beautiful and tied it more into that darker bottom layer. My favorite part by far of this bar though, as you might guess, would be the little snowmen on top. I just think they're so cute and they're perfect for